One. Hi, this is Joan Friedrich. I'm back here at Marietta's Quilt and Sew in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And this time we're going to do a Drunkard's Path, but we're doing the Drunkard's Path on the Serger. I'm using these templates, and they're from Elsa's Back Porch. And so you can order these from Marietta's anytime that you would like to make this particular quilt. And they come in there's a 7-inch, and then there's both of the templates, and we're going to be using these templates for the serger. Okay, we're going to start with our serger. I'm using a Baby Lock and Imagine is what I'm using. We're using a 4-thread overlock. What we're going to do is we're going to thread the serger first. I'm using white thread so you can kind of see, but you would want to use thread, especially in your needle, for your color that you're using. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push in here, turn it around, and it's going to lock into place. What's happened is these tubes down here have locked into place. This is a jet air serging. It self-threads itself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the lower looper first. And I'm going to pump it in, and it's going to come right down there. And I'm going to leave it alone. Then we're going to do our upper looper. And I'm going to push the slide over to where it says upper looper. And I'm going to put it in that little hole right there. And then it's going to shoot out over the top just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and thread our needles. Our needles are really easy to thread as well. And I'll come in here, go up and back around again. And now we have a needle threader. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my tubes over and unlock it, because there's a green line that I have to line up over here on the right hand side of the Imagine. So I'm going to push down. I'm going to flip up the thread. And let's do that one more time. I'm going to catch the thread. I let go too soon. And there my needle is threaded. Now let's do the other needle. To do the other needle, I'm going to push the little lever to the left. So go ahead and get our thread off of here. Snap it in. Back around. And always make sure that your presser foot is up when you're threading your sergers. And I'm going to do this one again, this one as well. Catch it in, and now my needles are threaded, just like that. That was fast. I'm going to close it up. Now I'm going to do my settings. I want my stitch selector to be on A because I have my 01 needle in. And I want my stitch length to be on about standard, about 2. And then I'm going to do my width on M, and that gives me an exact 1/4 inch. I'll cut those threads off, and I'm going to leave them just like they are. We have our pieces cut out here. We have one that looks like this, and then we have one that looks like this. The first thing that I need to do is I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to find the center. And I'm just going to snip a little snip, just a tiny one, so that I have a little notch there so that you can see that. And I've got to meet that notch with the notch that I'm going to make on this one. Just like so. So I'm going to make a notch on this one as well. Okay. Now we're going to put right sides together. So I'm going to put this side to this one. And I'm going to bring this around all the way to the top. I'm going to start at the top, just like this. And we're going to sew. Now I have a label here. On this label right here, it has lines. And I have a 1 and a 2 here. I'm actually going to run, these are 1/8 of an inch apart. So this is 1/8 of an inch and this is 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to run the edge of my fabric right along this line right here, and that is going to give me an exact 1/4 inch seam allowance. You may be trimming off just a little bit, but you shouldn't be trimming off too much. Okay, put my presser foot down, find my foot control. I'm going to get it started. Now, I've got my needle sunk into the fabric. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to bring it around to here, and I'm just going to bring this like so. And I'm just going to keep on going. And see how my notch is actually meeting up. I have the longest piece on the bottom. Bring it around all the way. perfect drunkard's path. I would press it, make as many squares that I need, and then I would put my quilt together. Thank you.